what it's going to take to survive SHTF, the apocalypse, whatever you want to call it. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Really, I'm going to get to the key point. Let's cover some other stuff. It's going to take stuff like this all over the place. We now have 18 raised beds, either planted or ready to plant. I have 10 containers ready to plant potatoes, completely ready to plant. I have another big area that's it was a hole that we filled in and we topped off, so it's got soil about that deep on top of it, ready to plant. I think I'm throwing some zucchinis in there, but planting everywhere, growing your own food is one aspect of how you will survive. Self-reliance, self-sufficiency, growing your own food, raising your own animals. Okay. Some other things are food storage, of course. Stack it to the rafters. Very important. Fuel. We've seen that lately, right? So I went into town 2 days ago to get a load of that mulch in my truck. Actually, no, I went into town first. I was in town in the morning. Diesel was $4.89 a gallon. I came home, did a couple things. An hour or so later, got in the truck, went to go get mulch. It was $5.02 in like an hour and a half. The next day, I went to get another load of topsoil, mushroom compost mix to top these raised beds off with, $5.52. That's just a little bit shy of $1 a gallon in a 24-hour period. Pretty crazy, right? So it's not going to get any better anytime soon. So if you have fuel containers, fill them up. If you have vehicles, top them off. You're going to run out eventually anyway, though, and you're still going to have to pay the higher prices. But maybe it'll lessen the effects a little bit. We got to think about a lot of different things if we want to be ready for what's coming down. The biggest thing is hard work. Are you ready and willing to do hard things? To get outside of your comfort zone, to put in the hard work, all day long work. The garden and all this stuff like that, I get a lot done in a day. And I don't even work the entire day. I still have to take breaks. I still have to wipe little baby or little girls' butts. I have to get her food. I have to help my wife if she's not feeling well. I got to run into town for this, for that. I have to take the dog in and out. There's a lot of other things. I have to eat. I have to cook food. There's a lot of things that come up during the day. And the kids need to play, right? We need to get out and play some. We play farmer a lot, though, which is cool, okay? They enjoy it, and we still get stuff done. So that's really good. But you do that too much, and they get tired of it. So you need to mix it up a little bit. But I get a lot done in a day. And yes, a lot of times my 14-year-old son helps me. That is really good. He's almost as tall as me, very, very close to me. Very, very close to me in build. So yeah, he is basically almost as capable as a man. He's getting there. And he works out, exercises regularly. I hope you guys are too. So do I. We call him Muscles, giving him a hard time. Actually, our neighbor across the street that he helps over there a lot, because that's Tribe. He started calling him Muscles, so we picked it up. But anyway, yeah, Muscles. You got to be fit to be able to do the things. That's important. Exercise. A lot of my fitness is functional fitness. I also do my workouts on top of that. I also get in my cardio workout. I also get in my weight training. I also, train with my guys, with my tribe, doing, tactical type stuff. So a lot of stuff, and I'm very, very active all the time. I can't bench press 500 pounds, but who cares? I guarantee I can bench press at least probably quite a bit more than my body weight. So I don't know. I don't try because, I'm also not 20 years old anymore. So I'm not going to try to max out on things like that because that's just stupid. I don't want to injure myself and then not be able to do these things. That's one thing we got to be careful. with our bodies and take care of them. We got to be able to do the things. We got to take care of our health, big time. We need to eat right. Healthy, whole, natural foods is very important. But having the mindset that you will survive is going to be key in the coming days, weeks, months, years. Having that ability to adapt and overcome difficult situations, to buck it up, suck it up, buttercup, military term right there, you know. Also, semper gumby, I say all the time. That's a military term. We're always flexible, but always, no matter what is thrown at you, you say, okay, like this situation's thrown at me. All right, cool, okay, that's a situation, whether I like it or not. Then I say, okay, how do we deal with it? Where are our strengths? Where are our weaknesses? How do we mitigate our weaknesses and move forward to defeat or to accomplish whatever task that is? It's a mindset thing. It's very important. I've been showing yesterday's video. You saw a lot of progress out here in the garden. A bunch more today. That'll be another video soon. And we're, like I said, we have 18 raised beds planted or ready to plant. So that'll be another video soon, is planting time. And I can show you how we planned it all, how we laid out and why we planted stuff, where we planted it, what our thought process is behind what we're growing and why we're growing it, how we're growing it, all those kind of things. Very important. Not just throwing seeds randomly in the ground. Although I'm still learning a lot. I have a lot to learn. I'm not a master gardener by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just a guy doing the things. I'm just a guy trying to produce as many calories as I possibly can. And meanwhile, also having variety and growing things that we enjoy eating also. That's important. But yes, please, try to get away from processed foods. Healthy, whole, natural foods that God put here for us. Meat, whatever you like to eat, or whatever you choose to eat, or whatever your faith, whatever you eat or don't eat regarding your faith. Put it that way. But if you grow it or raise it yourself, so much better. And it's important because your children need to learn that meat doesn't come from the grocery store where they make it. Meat comes from animals. Age appropriate, of course, but they need to learn how to slaughter and process and then eat the meat, this goodness that God has put here for us. Very important process that they understand and that they're thankful and that we give thanks. We honor the animal and we honor the fact that God put that animal here for our consumption. That's very important to me and my family. Also, this wonderful soil, this wonderful area, the sun that comes out every day. Well, not every day, but you know, the sun that comes out, the rain that falls, the seeds that we can put into the ground and grow wonderfully tasting, super nutritious food for us. I give thanks to Him for that. Also for our talents and our abilities. We can't forget that. That's important. Spiritual preparedness is a big part of it, as well as your mental preparedness and your physical preparedness. I've talked about that before. My faith is vital to my life. Vital. People ask me to talk about it more often. Maybe I started talking about it not even thinking about that, actually. But yeah, that's a vital part of my life, a big part of my life. I love my Messiah. I love my Heavenly Father so much. And I'm very humbled and grateful for everything. And I know that as long as I do my part, He will do His part. And hopefully we'll get through this unscathed. Now, that's not saying that every good person, every believer, every follower, every person that's trying to do the best they possibly can, really trying hard, it doesn't mean that they'll all only get good things or that only good will happen. We have to remember that bad things happen. It's part of his plan. We don't have to understand it. We just have to do our best to live our lives, to do what we can to get through this. I feel sorry for people that have to commute a lot. I'm so blessed to not have to do that. I don't have to leave my homestead right here unless I have to, unless I want to. We still have to leave. We still have to go get things. But I don't have a long commute paying these crazy gas prices right now. So I'm very, very blessed and thankful for that. Sometimes that's a big part of it. Humility. Giving thanks. Recognizing that, yes, I did all this. But who gave me the ability to do all this? He did. Who gave me all the materials to do this? He did. I love you guys, and I hope we get through this fine. If you like the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, ring the notification bell. Also, if you feel like it, check us out on Patreon. Tons of good stuff there. Quite a few new patrons lately. Pretty cool. Oh, there was a comment. Somebody said, don't lie. You're on Patreon for the money. You wouldn't be there if you weren't making money. Not true. I stand behind my statement. I am there because I have free speech. 100%. Now, does the money help? Yes, it does. I'll be honest. 100%. Just like the little bit of monetization I get from these videos here on YouTube. Yes, it helps me. It helps me provide for my family. I am the provider. I have to do my part to the best of my ability. Do I want to grow and increase my revenue? Of course I do. I'm not lying about that whatsoever. But I'm there for free speech. I can show so much more of the tactical side of things. I can go to more depth, try to be a little more personal, also a little more insights into who I am, what we're about. So it's important to me. But yes, it is true. It is not a lie. So I know a lot of you guys here know that. I know that I'm just here. I'm just a guy talking in a sideways Android. But I think that you can probably get a decent picture of who I am. I've been on YouTube for 2.5 years now, something like that. Watch all the videos. I am who I am. You get me, raw and uncut. Anyway, enough rattling on about that. I love you guys. I'm here to empower you guys and uplift you guys. I want us all to get through this and to thrive, not to survive. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.